Oh Lord, I hope y'all can hear. First of all, hey. Second of all, look at this. How gross is it when you're sick and you blow your nose too much? Warning, this is what happened. I am at work right now, and the reason I'm wearing this flannel is because I had a meeting I was at, and the meeting was very cool. But I don't want to wear this. I have to take it off, honestly, with you. But yeah, y'all, today I'm going to actually be having a very, well, this particular subject, ooh, look at me. Oh Lord, it's always me. I always do this. But the subject for today for me is really personal. It's a difficult thing to grasp. But for me it's very, very important. There's a lot of noise going on here. Hopefully look, I'm just unbalanced right now, honestly. Trying to find a good spot to put you guys. Let's see, on the ATM. Oh, some good lighting right here. But the subject is really important. It's really fragile to me because a lot of people don't see it the way that I do. But what I want to talk about today is actually comparison. When you say the word comparison, there's many ways you could view the word. I'm just hoping nobody walks up behind me right now. I'm also going to be doing a video, work-based, just to show y'all what I do as an event ambassador and a bay host at Topgolf. But we're going to get there. We got a lot of ideas. I like this wall right here. It reminds me of, I don't know, it was like a 90s print. I like this a lot. But yeah, I really hope that y'all can hear me. Again, I'm at work. Me at work right now, I don't feel like I am, like, I don't know, I don't feel right at work. I like want to be able to get freshened up and feel cute, but this is what we're doing for now. The only thing is, this is fine. I just can't see myself. Maybe I don't need to see myself. It needs to be natural. Anyways, the subject is comparison for the third, 500th time. All right? And so I'm really, really against comparison. Like, when you see Lanaya, just know, don't compare her to nobody. Don't talk about nobody in comparison to what is usual. Like, I'm against it because I feel as though, one, the reason I'm really against comparison is because I feel like every time you compare, you lose sight of the true purpose of things. Like, comparing doesn't do anything but put something in a category instead of giving it its own light. And that brings me to the second part as to why I don't like comparison. I don't like comparison because I believe that everyone deserves a clean slate. Like, everybody deserves a second chance, so to say, many chances to be themselves or to prove themselves. But I truly believe that everyone deserves a clean slate. It doesn't matter what you did. So when you compare, it doesn't give anyone a chance to be them. If you understand that, I hope you do. Another reason I don't like comparison, people just keep walking past. I'm nervous, but I'm gonna get over myself. Another reason I don't like comparison is because I feel like every time you compare, it's like you putting a top on top of, like a cap on top of a bottle. Like, you limit it. So it's like you won't get the entire purpose out of it because you're limiting it or them or that person from its full potential. Like, and I really, really am against that because when people see me, they immediately compare me or put me in a category and just limit me. They don't give me a chance to be Lanaya, in which I am not like regular people. Like, the things that I do or the things that I say, the way that I think, my perspective, the things that I have to bring are not like regular people. So when you just put a top on me as soon as you see me, when you do that, I just feel like it's disrespectful in my eyes. Another reason I am against comparison It's because there is a bigger picture. You just can't see it. You know, there's a bigger picture than what you can see. So when you compare or you limit, it's like you don't give it a chance. You don't give it an opportunity to change the way you see it. You know, when you compare, you're instantly putting a stigmatism over that thing. You're instantly just shouting your opinion without even listening first. You know, not to say comparison can't be a good thing at the same time. I mean, now that I think about it in a broader sense, comparison can be looked at as a good thing because of the fact that if you're able to compare or see similar things, that means that we've experienced similar things or there's an understanding in it. So I won't totally throw it out, but on the negative sense, comparison, miss me with that. Appreciate it. All right. Can I think of any other reasons I hate comparison? Overall, guys, like, reason I hate comparison is because I'm an advocate, and not like an advocate like I'm in DC, like holding signs and stuff. More like an inner advocate of love, and I really think that us loving each other is more important than anything. And I feel like in the DMV, in DC, Maryland, and Virginia specifically, I won't say it's nowhere else, but specifically, I live out here, and I see it a lot with guys and girls just instantly not giving anyone a chance to be themselves because they want to compare them to someone else. I'll give you an example. An example is, say I was to write a song, and the song sounds like some of the big artists out here, like, for example, the female artist Rico Nasty, right? Because I sound like Rico Nasty, people would instantly, like, compare me to her and say, oh yeah, you're trying to be like her. And, or you see it a lot on Instagram when you take a picture, you have a style that you really, really probably thought about before it ever was even popular. People are like, oh, you're copying them, or you're only doing this because they're doing it. I'm against that. I don't agree with that, and I mean, I get where you're coming from, but you miss me with it. So if you're one of those type of people, it's okay. You can try again, and I won't be mean to you. I just won't talk to you, but try not to be that type of person. You comparing someone, believe it or not, a lot of times that you have an opinion and you speak it to people, a lot of times, it actually sticks with people or it hurts. So you gotta watch what you say. I feel like comparing is actually like a bad thing, even in like a small sense. So like a small sense that I can say really makes me upset about comparison in a whole is like how, so I'm big on music, and me being big on music, I'll literally search songs, or I'll search through a lot of songs just to find a certain kind of music. And I know I'm not the only person, right? I know I'm not the only one who feels like in culture you don't have a place to be any different than what culture says is alright, right? This thing on my nose is killing me, but just hear me out. It feels like in culture you don't have a place to be yourself. And so with me, I search for music, and I actually look for artists that are not popular because of that reason. And I just feel like if I were to be comparing, I would be like, oh yeah, ain't no music better than what culture says because culture said it. But in all actuality, me not comparing and me doing opposite of what everyone else is telling me to do, I've realized that, dude, it's so much great music out there that is not popular, but it's so good. Like, all the research I've done, all the artists I found, they're not popular. You don't hear them on the radio. You don't see them in the limelight, but their music is pure and it's awesome and it has a meaning behind it. And that's just an example of why I don't like comparison. Because a regular person comparing will literally, and this is a true thing that happens, they literally miss all the greatness that is behind the front line of things, like what you see on the surface, what you see posted on Shade Room, what you see posted on MTV and all these different shows. That's not it. It's more, and just because it's not popular doesn't mean it's not good. So my girlfriend just cut my video off. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm leaving now. Hopefully I can finish without anyone else cutting me off. But I feel like I recorded majority of this video. If y'all like it, give it a thumbs up. We're gonna be talking on more subjects and things like this. Thanks y'all. See you next time.